Salute, salute, salute. All my generals, all my lions, all my real men. Y'all already know what it is. All my queens, all my princesses, all my lionesses. It's lions and men. So get into it. Hit the like, share, subscribe if it's your first time on here. But if y'all, it's our first time on here, then obviously what you about to hear is a lot of entertaining stories that have to coincide with incarceration and back to the streets also. All facts, no caps. Let's get into it. Now, due to the fact that I was in a lot of trouble, I stayed in confinement. I stayed in SHU, which means Special Housing Unit, which means the box. It's just like, there's no way around it. I stayed in the box, right? So, like every year or so, I would get into an incident at a facility where I was at, whether it's a fight, whether inciting the riot, whether it's a dirty urine, whether whatever it is, I will get into something and I'll be in the box. And the more that you go to the box, the longer you stay there too, you know. That's like you keep coming back. You do 90 days on one. Next time you come back for that incident, they're gonna give you 6 months. They give you a year, so forth and so forth. So at this particular juncture in my bed, I believe they hit me with 6 months of solitary confinement, right? So I'm like, all right, it's part of the game. They sent me to upstate box. Upstate box is upstate New York, and that's literally the name of the town, upstate New York, I believe. And that's the name of the facility, Upstate Correctional Facility. And it is basically designed like a box. Every cell has a shower and a rec pit in it. You do not leave. Like, it's designed to keep you in your cell 24 hours a day. So, like I said, at this particular junction in my bed, they hit me with like 6 months. So like, I had a neighbor, right, that was called what people would call a shit monster, right? I forget his name, but I just move for the record, we'll call him Shitty, right? So Shitty was a notorious shit slinger, right? He had a box over his slot to his cell, so that when they would feed him, they would just throw the food in the box and then close the slot, and then like let him reach in and pull it out, because he will always be trying to shit the police down, throw cups of piss and shit on them, all type of crazy nasty shit. Like, in this one particular occasion, he improvised. Now, I must admit, this is going to be very distasteful and very nasty. So if you have a weak stomach, keep it pushing. So, now in this particular moment, he's beefing with the police over whatever. Or not only, before I get back into that, let me give y'all a little bit more of let me dress it up a little bit more for y'all, give y'all the state of mind that this man was in. Another thing that he was notoriously known for was banging on his cell in the wee hours of the morning, and to stay consistent, no lie, consistently banging for at least a minimum of an hour, maybe 2 hours. Now, for those of y'all that don't understand how annoying that is, imagine you in the box, you in your cell, you stressed, you trying to write a letter, right? And then the next thing you know, you hit boom, 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 for an hour, 2 hours straight. Every dude just jumping up. Yo, shut the fuck up. I'ma kill you. Watch when I see you, motherfucker. I'ma do this. Yo, dudes. Yo. Dudes wanted to kill this dude from everywhere. Mind you, this person is literally my neighbor, bro. He in the cell next to me, right? Now, check it out. This is early upstate. When I first got there, he was my neighbor. And within the first When the first like couple of days that I'm there, I find out who's my neighbor, bro. Because he's beefing with the police, right? And the fucked up shit is, whenever they get to your slot and they serving food, if the CO is serving the food and the cell that starts acting up, or maybe holds his slot open when they pass you your tray, you throw the tray back out, you put your hand out, or whatever you do to hold up the feeding, they stop right there until they secure that cell. So this mother effer is the cell right before me. So in order for me to get my food, I gotta wait for them to defuse the situation with this bug out. Y'all follow me? So now my first day there, not my first day, the first time I realized that he was one of those, hold on. He does that. They feed him his food and he does something, right? And basically, like, left the food there, or he did some funny shit where they couldn't secure the slot. They can't secure the slot. Feeding stops. Oh my God, bro. I'm in the box. You don't play with motherfucker's stomach, bro. I don't know this dude from a hole in the wall. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have a bunkie, he's single cell. I don't have a bunkie, I'm single cell. He's single cell for his reasons, I'm single cell for mine. So, the COs go back and forth for her. Like to close the slot. I'm hungry as fuck, bro. I'm like, yo, oh man. I'm like, yo, bro, what up? Yo, bro, I banging on the wall. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, yo, pull up to the fucking vent. Pull up to the vent. Because you got mad dudes on the gate. He arguing with the police. He gets off the vent. I mean, off the gate from the COs. The COs are still trying to get this nigga to cooperate. I'm trying to get my food. I'm on the gate, like on the side, like, yo, man, let's let them feed the food. Police is like, yo, in front of me, like, yo, we can't do nothing to this guy. I'm like, word? All right, so I go on the vent. I get this nigga to pull up on the vent. I'm like, yo, bro, what's the problem? He said, some shit. I say, yo, bro, I got a couple of PP&Js over here. I got some tobacco, and I got a steak. Let the motherfuckers pass the food, and I got you. That's my word. You serious? That's my word. And next thing you know, the food finished getting served. Thank God I had that shit. But I already peeped. Like, this nigga, he literally kind of extorted me. Think about it. I think he friendly extorted me. You know what I mean? In a nice way, he did that because I volunteered. But, like, by me volunteering now, he knew or felt that he knew that he could do shit. And that's when shit backfired on him. And this is when he did some nasty shit. So now, that was just to give y'all the mindset of this dude. Now, he banging on the gates. Bam, 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 bam. I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck? He's like, yo, you got some PP&J? PP&J, y'all already know what it is. It's like the little peanut butter and jelly packets, because I was kosher. I was playing Jewish when I was in the box, so I could get fresh meats, fresh cheese, fresh fruit, vegetables. That's the only time you get fresh stuff is if you play Jewish. Facts. So I had the whole Jewish card. I was straight Jewish. You heard? Shalom. So anyway, son, I used to be negotiating with the peanut butter and jellies was money in the box. Like, I swear to God. And because they come in them little, like, ketchup type size packets, you can slide them underneath cells and all that. So, me and this dude get into it because he banging on the cell one day. I mean, on the door. Bum, 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 going crazy. I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck? So I threatened him. I'm like, yo, bro, if you ever want to get another PP&J or anything from me, or a cigarette from me, or anything, that shit again, you have to stop that shit. So he stopped it. Word to mother, he stopped it. And I used to feed the nigga on the low. I don't give a fuck. Call it friendly extortion. I needed my piece and there's no way I could get to this nigga, right? So one day he jacks a nigga kite, a line. So somebody sent a line from one cell to another cell. He threw his line out and jacked the whole line and pulled it into his cell and snatched up, he snatched up, it's like books and narcotics that dudes was trying to smuggle back and forth on the gallery. When he did that, dudes, he had so many hits out on him, it was crazy. So he can't do no business with nobody because nobody's doing business with him. But who? But yours truly, right? And dudes like couldn't do shit about it. He was like, I couldn't do shit about it. He's my neighbor. So how he get all his shit, get on the vent, like, yo, Chulo. I'm like, yo, what up, man? He's like, yo, I got these niggas. We about to get high. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I ain't know he jacked what he did. I find out now. I'm like, yo, nigga, you wildin'. I'm like, yo, bro, you better give these niggas their shit back. That shit was not happening. He did not give a fuck. He felt he was untouchable because he was never gonna leave the box. Know what I'm saying? So check out this crazy shit that I'm about to tell you that's gonna lead to the climax of the story. He does what I just told y'all he did to these dudes. I ain't gonna lie, I participated. He sent me shit over. I'm over here selling these niggas shit back to them. Word to mother. I'm like, they don't know I got anything to do with none of that shit, know what I mean? They don't know I be talking to this nigga through the vent, know what I mean? Or none of that. And I ain't the one sending him out to do none of the grimy shit that he's doing. But he would listen to me. I was like kind of like almost like his friend, which is weird as fuck because he was not my friend, but he used to like try to talk to me. And you know when you're in the box, you listen. Give a little advice. You know, I get my Puerto Rican Dr. Phil on every now and then. So anyway, he has an appointment to go. We have dental appointments. So this is the first time I get to see this nigga come out the cell, bro. Word the mother. And he looked crazy. He had the long ass Santa Claus beard, like black and gray and brown. That shit was like 3 different colors. He had like the long, crazy, dirty dreads. Like they're not even dreads. Like it's like hair that just starts getting knotted together. He looked crazy, bro. He fitted the motherfucking profile, right? So when he come out the cell, boom, boom, he look back, nod at me and shit. I nod at him, boom, boom, boom. He go to medical, boom, boom. They get me. I come out the cell. They put us in some other different cells when we over there to go see the dentist. They got one pen where it's like 4 or 5 dudes all shackled and cuffed. Then they got another pen where it's like 4 or 5 dudes shackled and cuffed. So they put me on the pen, not in the same pen with him, but like on the other side, but I could see. And they put him in the pen with a bunch of other dudes. Bro, they put him in the pen with the dudes, or one of the dudes that he did dirty. And niggas like, yo, you that motherfucking blase cell? Niggas standing up. Mind you, niggas be shackled and cuffed. But when you doing a bid, bro, like you still like, if dude gotta headbutt you, gonna headbutt you, bite you in your nose, bite you in your ear, bite you in your neck, try to take out your jugular, hit you with a shoulder, headbutt, drop kick you. I don't give a fuck what it is. If it's that dude just gonna pop. If you can't get out the cuffs, you gonna do whatever you gonna just go. It looks as crazy as it may sound, and as ignorant it may sound. That shit is on deck regardless. Like niggas, you gonna try to do something. So dudes is like ready to pop on this dude, and they do, boo, because it was like a couple of these dudes standing there. Oh, that's this nigga, boom. Dudes all standing up, and they kind of like team up on this nigga. All you see is dudes like head butting and shoulders bumping, boom, boom. And next thing you know, all you see was this nigga go. Bro, he had shit in his mouth the whole motherfucking time. I kid you not. Yeah. In his mouth. He was like, that shit, it came out like water. Yo, bro. Oh. Bro, he sprayed all 4 or 5 of these. Yo. Oh my God, you can't make this shit up. That shit was disgusting. I'm like, yo, what he just spit out his mouth? I'm like, oh shit, he spit his shit. Yo, bro, I don't know how he held that in his mouth that long, how he did that shit. But bro, that shit freaked all the other dudes out. Like they started bugging. The CEOs is hearing mad noise now, so they running up in the spot. They're like, yo, he just spit shit on me, man. When he did that, he started rushing dudes and started like spazzing out like, yeah, blah, blah. He got shit all on his mouth, trying to like act like he trying to bite dudes. Now dudes is running from him or hopping away from him. Scared to death. They hopping away. They're like, yo, see you, he got shit in his mouth. He got shit in his mouth. You got a bunch of gangsters. Yo, man, you can't make this shit up. I promise you, twin. Yo, listen, that was like a nasty, funny one, real one, sad one, all tied up in one nice, pretty black and gold bow. Y'all already know what it is, man. Hit them like, share, subscribes, man. It's your boy Chulo. Let's get it.